Welcome back to Prudent Traveler, where we make bucket list trips affordable for smart explorers like you. Today, we're heading to Peru, the land of the Incas, the Andes, the Amazon, and some of the most mouth-watering food on Earth. And here's the kicker. You can experience all of this for under $50 a day. I know, it sounds impossible when you think about Machu Picchu, flights, and all those dreamy Instagram shots. But stick around, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do Peru on a budget without missing any of the magic. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new travel hack. And tell me in the comments, is Machu Picchu already on your bucket list? Or are you here to decide if it should be? I'd love to hear your plans. Let's start with Lima, Peru's sprawling capital and culinary powerhouse. You don't need to stay here long, 2 or 3 days are perfect, but don't skip it entirely. Lima has a personality of its own, from the colonial architecture in Plaza Mayor to the cliffs overlooking the Pacific in Miraflores. The best part is that you can explore most of it without spending much. Free walking tours run every morning from Plaza San Martin, and they operate on tips. Most travelers give between 5 and 10 plus. For food, Lima is where you can try some of the best ceviche in the world. Head to Mercado de Cerquillo for fresh plates for between 5 and 7. And don't miss a stroll through Barranco, Lima's bohemian neighborhood, full of colorful street art and live music in the evenings. One traveler I met, Carlos from Mexico City, told me he spent almost no money in Barranco, but said it was the highlight of his Lima stay, just listening to local guitarists play by the famous Bridge of Sighs. Now, transportation. Skip the taxis at the airport and grab the airport express bus for 8 cars, safe, clean, and direct to Miraflores. Once you're in the city, use the Metropolitano bus system for about 10 per ride or walk. Lima is more walkable than it first appears, especially in Miraflores and Barranco. From Lima, it's time to fly to Cusco. You can snag flights for $30 if you book a month ahead. Cusco is one of those cities that makes you feel like you've stepped back in time. Take it slow your first day. Altitude sickness is real at 11,000 feet. Drink coca tea, available everywhere for about 100 mauters a cup, and consider staying somewhere with oxygen available if you know you're sensitive to altitude. Accommodation in Cusco is where you really save. You can stay in lively hostels for between 10 and 15 a night, or opt for cozy guest houses for around 25. The San Blas neighborhood is popular with travelers. It's hilly, but has charming streets, art studios, and views of the city. Spend a day just wandering Cusco's markets. San Pedro Market is perfect for cheap lunches. A set menu, soup, main dish, and drink, costs between 2 wells and thrads. One backpacker I interviewed, Sophie from Germany, said she ate every lunch there during her 2 weeks in Cusco and never spent more than 4 hours on a meal. Now for the main event, Machu Picchu. This is what draws millions of travelers to Peru, and yes, it can be done affordably. If you want the classic 4-day Inca Trail experience, book months in advance because permits sell out quickly. It usually costs between $600 and $700 with guides and meals included. For a cheaper but equally scenic option, the Salcantay trek takes 5 days and costs between $200 and $300. Many say it's even more beautiful, with snow-capped peaks and lush valleys. But if you want to save even more, here's the ultimate budget hack. Take a colectivo from Cusco to Hidroelectrica for about $20, then hike along the train tracks to Aguas Calientes. It's a 3-hour walk through the jungle with waterfalls along the way, free and gorgeous. Stay overnight in Aguas Calientes, where budget rooms start at $15, then take the early morning bus to Machu Picchu for $12 or hike up for free. Tickets for Machu Picchu are $45 if you book online, and you should. They have strict entry times. Plan to spend about 4 to 5 hours exploring Machu Picchu. If you can, get the earliest slot. There's nothing like seeing the morning mist rise over the ruins. Some travelers bring packed breakfast from their guest houses to save money and time. Back in Cusco, spend a couple of days exploring the Sacred Valley. Visit Pisac, with its massive Inca ruins and colorful Sunday market, and Ollantaytambo, where the original Inca street plan is still intact. You can reach these towns by colectivo for just a few dollars each way. Don't miss Marais, the circular agricultural terraces, and the Salineras de Maras, where thousands of salt pans shimmer in the sun. After the highlands, let's change scenery and head into the Amazon. From Cusco, fly to Puerto Maldonado for about $50 or take a night bus for between $15 and $20. Budget jungle lodges offer full packages starting around $50 per night, including meals, boat transfers, and guided excursions. Expect to see monkeys, colorful macaws, giant river otters, and maybe even a jaguar if you're lucky. One solo traveler told me he spent 3 days in the jungle and said the night boat ride, with stars overhead and glowing eyes of caimans along the river, was worth the trip alone. Still have energy? Take a bus to Arequipa, the White City, for between $20 and $25. This city is framed by volcanoes and has some of Peru's best food. Try rocoto relleno, spicy stuffed peppers, for about $4. Spend a day in the Colca Canyon watching condors soar overhead. Guided 2-day treks cost between $40 and $60 and include accommodation and meals. If trekking is too much, you can take a bus tour for a similar price. If you want a coastal adventure, add Paracas and Huacachina to your itinerary. In Paracas, take a boat tour to the Ballestas Islands for 15 It's called the poor man's Galapagos for a reason. Then head to Huacachina, a desert oasis perfect for sandboarding and dune buggy rides. Hostels here start around $12 and the atmosphere is lively and social. Peru's culture is one of its biggest treasures. Always greet people with buenos dias or buenas tardes before asking questions. Bargaining is expected in markets, but be respectful, offer about 20% less, and negotiate with a smile. Many Peruvians speak Quechua as a first language, so learning a few words will get you extra kindness. Solpequi means thank you. Try it. Daily costs really can stay under $50. Here's how it breaks down. 15 entrant for accommodation, 10 tulas for food, 5 dive for transport, 5 for attractions or tips, and the rest for occasional splurges. It balances out, especially if you do the cheaper Machu Picchu route. A quick word on safety. Peru is safe for travelers, but keep valuables close in crowded places. Use crossbody bags, avoid flashing cash, and take official taxis or ride shares at night. Buses are generally safe, but go with reputable companies like Cruz del Sur for longer rides. Here's my ideal 10-day Peru itinerary for budget travelers. Days 1 and 2 in Lima, exploring Barranco, Miraflores, and the Historic Center. Days 3 to 6 in Cusco and the Sacred Valley, including Machu Picchu. Days 7 to 9 in Puerto Maldonado for an Amazon experience. Day 10 in Arequipa or Huacachina, depending on whether you want mountains or desert. With a little planning, you'll have coast, mountains, jungle, and Inca history all in one unforgettable trip, and all for less than $50 a day. If this guide helped you, give the video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who's always dreamed of Peru. Comment below with your biggest Peru question. I answer as many as I can. And if you're new here, hit subscribe so you never miss another smart travel guide. Travel doesn't have to be expensive, it just has to be intentional. Until next time, keep traveling smart, prudent travelers, and I'll see you in the next video.